with Val, it maybe doesn't affect your team quite as much, but are you noticing the bigger restricted area changing the way teams cut, teams attack the basket in any way?
I think the biggest thing is not so much the bigger restricted area as it is the forearm in the back. And you're seeing where teams are neutralizing a lot of stuff in the paint because they're able to go force on force and put that forearm in the back of the offensive player that keeps them out of that bigger area. And then when the offensive player does turn and face up, I think you notice there's a lot more fouls being called attacking because good post guys can draw fouls in there with that increased space in there that they can attack you with.
Just looking at some of the kind of KenPom tempo numbers, your guys' tempo is about the same as last year, but relative to the other teams, it seems like the rest of the country sped up quite a bit. Would you like to speed up as well now that you're not quite so far ahead of the pack as other teams increase their tempo?
No, I think again that the new rules, the new shot clock, everybody's just catching up to us. So we play at a pretty good pace. And remember now, when Connor's on the floor and we want to make sure he gets his touches, sometimes that pace will slow down a little bit. So in a lot of these ball games, I have purposely slowed the pace down because he's so good inside at scoring, making sure he gets an opportunity to touch the ball.
One final tune-up before you guys hit the road again at home here. What would you really like to see against Texas State?
I would like to see an A. And as I tell this team, as I do all of my teams this time of year, this is a last final exam on this campus for them to take comes Friday at 6 o'clock. And they need to make sure the good feelings, good success they have from doing a good job in the classroom academically carries over to this classroom. Because if they can do that, we can get out of here on Sunday feeling really good about where we're at in terms of our prep for what's coming over in Hawaii. So we want to play well on Friday and use it as a good mental and physical tune-up, and we need to be sharp to be able to do that.
Looking around the rest of the Pac-12, anything surprise you or jump out?
I don't think it surprised any of us coaches because we all have known that the league is really, really tough. And I think that's evident of how well they've done outside the conference. And it is going to be a very, very competitive conference. So if anything, what it has shown me again, the Washington States, the Washingtons, the teams that were picked down there are playing just as good as basketball as those teams that were put in the second spot, third spot, and fourth spot, maybe in sometimes the first spot. So that tells me again that this conference is going to be extremely, extremely exciting this year. Yep.